Have you ever wondered if the words we use to describe our experience are creating ghosts? At No Magic, we don't study the mind, we study interactions. Today, we apply conceptual hygiene to the most dangerous illusion, why you think others think like you, to stop believing in myths and start understanding what we actually do. Ready to translate? Why does something as simple as asking for help with a dish so often blow up into a full argument? We go into these moments expecting the other person to just get it. When they don't, when they sigh, get defensive, or see a complaint where we just see a request, we get frustrated. Our first move is to label the person, they're so sensitive, or they're trying to pick a fight. But here's what's actually happening. You're both looking at the same thing, but seeing different histories. You see a sock on the floor. To your partner, that sock isn't just fabric, it's the latest piece of evidence in a long, frustrating story of who does what around the house. The object is the same. The history it connects to is not. Here is the reality check: understanding someone isn't magic or mystical empathy. It is pure statistics. It is the ability to predict what someone will do based on their history, not yours. The error is that you are judging their behavior using your own instruction manual. For example, you make a joke to a friend, and they get deeply offended. You think, "What thin skin, I would have laughed." Of course, because in your house, jokes were affection, in theirs, they were how people were humiliated. We often say, "If I were him, I wouldn't fall apart over a simple mistake at work." Exactly. You wouldn't, because you have your own history of success and support. But for him, that simple mistake activates an old learning pattern where failure meant danger or rejection. What you call exaggeration or drama, for him, is a panic response that is totally real and justified by his past. We suffer from historical blindness. We only see the visible tip of the iceberg, the frustrating action in the present, while missing the massive, submerged structure of history that gives it weight and direction. No one acts in a vacuum. We all repeat patterns that once functioned as survival strategies. Take the example of a controlling mother. Her visible behavior, the suffocating rules, the constant check-ins, is just the tip. What remains hidden below the surface is the vast, chaotic history where having control was the only reliable way to navigate a world that felt unsafe. Her present control isn't a weapon aimed at you, it's the visible part of an old, submerged life raft. She's not steering to confine you, but because she learned long ago that letting go meant sinking. We also fall for the illusion of the same place. We think that because we are in the same car, we are in the same situation. False. Let's say there is a traffic jam. For you, it's a moment to listen to music and relax. For your passenger, who has a history of punishment for being late, that same traffic jam is a signal of imminent threat. You share the seat, but you inhabit opposite functional worlds. And never underestimate the critter, the organism. Sometimes we look for deep psychological reasons where there is only basic biology. For example, that stupid argument at 11 p.m. Your partner hasn't suddenly become an irrational person, they are simply an organism with low sleep and low glucose that has no physical resources left for patience. What you interpret as a lack of love is often just physiological exhaustion. So, how do we stop crashing? Stop playing mind reader and become a context detective. Instead of sentencing "you are a liar," ask yourself, in what context has lying been the safest option for this person? For example, if your teenager lies to you about a grade, it's not because they are bad, it's because their history tells them that the disappointment on your face hurts more than the lie itself. No one is the villain in their own movie. That silence, that shouting, or that stubbornness that drives you crazy was, at some point, the best tool that person found to adapt to a difficult world. Understanding others doesn't require magic powers, it requires the humble effort to accept that their way of acting, although different from yours, has perfect logic within their own history. At No Magic, we question every belief. Its origin doesn't matter, but the interactions it describes do. When an idea clashes with reality, the most honest response is, "This makes no sense." This is not rebellion without cause, it is conceptual hygiene, the practice of dissolving pseudo-problems to believe less and understand more. Do you dare to question everything? Not to be contrary, but to go further. At No Magic, we won't give you easy answers, we'll give you something better, uncomfortable questions. Because critical thinking doesn't bite, but it does make you uncomfortable. Do you accept the challenge?